Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. Watching the Champions League in the middle of the U.S. working day, when Jeremy Dokus' cross reached Ilkay Gundogans' head, everyone inside Amity Hall Downtown, a small sports bar in the heart of Manhattan's Greenwich Village, froze. Some of the crowd, dressed in the iconic Manchester City blue, stood hunched over with their hands on their knees. Others let out pre-emptive shrieks, before grabbing their friends or a barstool. As people realized Gundogans' diving header had sent the ball over the crossbar, the room shared a collective groan. Two passionate fans collapsed to the floor in disbelief. It was an agonizing final minute of stoppage time for these City supporters, who watched their team begin the 2024-25 Champions League with a scoreless draw at home against Italy's Inter Milan. They felt the disappointment keenly, despite being roughly 3,334 miles, 5,300 kilometers, from the Etihad Stadium. "Sports are the best thing to bring people together," said Jai Jain, one of the assembled fans. "I only see these people at this bar, and I know them all." The scene at Amity Hall is a common one across U.S. sports bars, especially now the Champions League has returned and will feature more games than ever this season. The surging popularity of the competition among Americans cannot be ignored, fueled in part by the community spirit that fans have found in supporting a specific club. The competition is also surely benefiting from the sport's growing popularity in the United States. Jain, a graduate student at nearby Parsons School of Design studying photography, has only lived in the city for about 4 months. He quickly found a tight-knit community among the Manchester City fans who gather regularly at Amity Hall, which is the official bar for the New York Sky Blues, the team's local official supporters group. When Jain walked into the room, he was quickly recognized and greeted by other City fans. They also complimented his jersey, which was the club's 4th kit, as worn by the players, for the first time, in the inter-game. The turnout was smaller than usual. Matches on weekends, beginning in the morning or early afternoon on America's East Coast, tend to draw larger crowds, as do games later in the season because the stakes are higher. Still, dozens of fans filled the tables facing the 9 televisions scattered around the bar. Some arrived in groups, others sat alone. Some stole glances at the match while buried in their laptops, a reminder this was all happening in the middle of a workday, with the 8 p.m. kickoff time in England meaning a 3 p.m. start in Manhattan. The smaller crowd could have to do with fans choosing to watch from home, or even at work, an example of the changing consumer habits that media organizations are constantly grappling with. Over the summer, Spanish-language U.S. broadcaster Univisions global president of sports, Olek Loewenstein, described to The Athletic how consumers' habits have evolved, forcing networks to change with them.